Josh Shapiro gives off like kind of like psychopath vibes.
Those are some heavy accusations, Brandon.
They are. I mean, I'm not making them.
I read this earlier today, and this is not a joke.
No, it's an official government document. So I mean, got it from the Herald. It says headline: Federal whistleblower claims Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro ordered Trump assassination. So federal whistleblowers come forward with allegations that Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro was involved in the July 13th assassination attempt on Trump. The whistleblower identified as, oh boy, Hadassah Feinberg, a former Pennsylvania State Police employee, filed a criminal complaint February 7th, 2025, detailing claims that Shapiro conspired with the other officials to orchestrate the attack as part of a political scheme. So, and then you got, this is like the most legit looking thing. So this is from District Attorney Richard Goldinger. And I am in receipt of your private criminal complaint, which you have filed against Governor Josh Shapiro for his alleged involvement in the attempted homicide of former President Trump, July 13, 2024, Butler, Pennsylvania. Please be advised there are multiple investigations currently being conducted by various government agencies. Due to these pending investigations, I'm disapproving your private criminal complaints. Okay, so they got rejected. Okay, but I mean, Trump came out and said the other day that they're gonna like declassify everything that has to do with this. I mean, we should be able to find some pretty crazy stuff about this. But I mean,
phew, what a year, Brendan.
Yeah, what a news cycle. I mean, like I feel like I have to start doing 2 shows a day. But so just based off what we know about this guy, which isn't a lot. I mean, what do we know? We know that he has this like weird thing hanging over his head where, what is it? The lady who got stabbed 20 times and
school teacher.
Yeah, ruled a suicide.
Greenberg.
Another Berg. Feinberg was the accuser of that he was the the one who ordered the hit.
I don't know, Brendan. I don't see last names.
No, yeah, just like you got the wrong Berg. So this is the family of the victim. So Ellen Greenberg's family, private detective, blasts Governor Shapiro should be kicked from office. So this is how he Rob did a pretty good job outlining this. Like,
that was great.
Yeah. So I mean, you were on that episode, right?
Yeah.
Do you have it like fresh in your head to any degree, like how this went down?
All right. So basically, this lady,
it
was ruled suicide in the beginning. All right. This lady stabbed herself.
Why is that funny?
No, I'm sorry, but things are so Brandon. I'm sorry to everyone in the audience, but like sometimes like reality is weirder than fiction, and it just because she managed to stab herself in the back 28 times.
There was a great great is an unfortunate word to use. There was a very like necessary graphic, like a picture that shows like where she actually got stabbed, and like she would have had to like go like this a bunch of times, like all over the back.
20 stabs in the back, and then we probably don't want to show it before the 8 minutes. She stabbed herself in both sides of the body. Like, you always have a dominant hand.
Yeah.
So you will tend to stab yourself more on one side than the other. And so basically it's this story. He went downstairs to the gym. All right.
The man who was with the person who got stabbed.
Yeah.
Right.
He went downstairs to the gym. He did a 30-minute workout.
Right.
And within the 30 minutes, he came back and she was,
stabbed up. Okay.
Is that a term?
We're making it one.
Before calling the police, they called his lawyer that worked directly with Shapiro.
Wasn't this guy connected with Shapiro somehow in terms of like they were family friends or something?
Yeah, they were all connected.
Oh, okay. Tight little unit there.
I think they actually went to the same school, Brandon. So all of this is allegedly,
right?
Yes,
of course.
And then he called his brother and his cousin, and they came in and they took her laptop and her phone.
Wow.
And then they gave it back for the criminal investigation. All this allegedly again, but super, super shady.
Yeah. So this story comes out like right after Harris got the tap to be the nominee, and like right in the timeline of when she was contemplating who to pick, and it kind of took him out of the race, right?
That is a great point. I don't know if you have the video prepped, but the one where they announce
Yeah.
They announced Shapiro as a running mate for Kamala Harris, and the video got leaked by the social media person of I think she was the mayor of yeah, I think she was the mayor, and the video was them supporting Shapiro as a running mate for Kamala Harris. And if you really think about it, Brandon,
Yeah.
if you really think about it, like even though this guy is I don't know, you know what it is, but he's very competent.
Yeah.
Like he's way more competent than Tim Walz. Like he
Right.
would have been a much better running mate than Tim Walz. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And they pulled the support. You know, they had the video, everyone saw it, and from one day to the next, they denied everything.
Oh, here's the video, I think.
Let me see.
Let's see. This one.
I'm here at Central PA Pride, and I want to say to everybody, happy Pride.
Oh, just him doing
Just-
pride.
just him.
Some virtue signaling.
Some good old virtue. So no, the video is actually kind of weird, and it got leaked supposedly, but I think they just released it, and then someone didn't like this guy Shapiro, and then they started bringing to light what really happened. I think it might be that one. You passed it.
Which one? This. Oh, this one.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm Mayor Sherelle Parker, here with leaders from across our region. Kamala Harris is on the road to victory.
That's
And
us.
the road goes through Pennsylvania.
And in Pennsylvania, we're united behind her. The woman that's tough and can lead.
Are we ready to fight for it?
She is the right person at the right.
The funny thing is that like you have to grab like the best clip of her sounding the best, and she didn't even sound that good there.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, what she just said.
What a terrible candidate. Like anyone that didn't think that she was going to lose, you got something else
That's
coming,
what-
buddy.
like this is her at her best, right?
And can lead.
Are we ready to fight for it?
Are we ready to fight for it?
All right. So the whole deal, this is June 28th
Yeah.
last year. This video went out on social media, and then
August 2nd.
August 2nd. No, but this post is older than that one because
Okay.
it took them a minute to like pick up the video.
Okay.
And then this weird murder implications, they started making the rounds, and we never heard from Shapiro at the Kamala campaign at all. Weird. I don't know.
Real quiet. Yeah, so he's like at the very least he's a weird dude, because I mean there was also this thing that was kind of creepy where he's just like gleefully signing missiles. You know, so he's got you call it little psycho tendencies. But so I mean, at the very least, I think maybe you could say, all right, the police did some weird things there too. Like both the Secret Service in preparation for that and the police in preparation for that, like they were both acting strange. So like it was on two different fronts that there was like what appeared to be a stand down.
Can we dwell on the missile signing?
We could dwell on it, yeah.
I mean, if you're really against someone or something or a cause, you go enlist. All right.
Yeah.
How cowardly. And not even my worst enemies, Brandon. Not even my worst enemies. I will go sign a missile.
It's a weird thing to do.
You never know what a missile is gonna hit. Like he did this, Nikki Haley did this. Like if you're not gonna have an active role in fighting them, like signing the missiles, just so performative, Brandon.
Yeah.
Like I find it disgusting. I don't think having to throw a missile at someone is something we should celebrate and sign it. Like I don't know. What do you think, Brandon?
No, I think it's bizarre. I think it's like a psychopathic tendency, and I think you could gain a lot from just looking in the eyes of somebody. So I don't know. When you look in the eyes of this guy, do you see the capability to like sign off on Trump's assassination? So I'll pull up the eyes again. Are these psychopath eyes?
Oh yeah.
Like that's the killer in the movie.
They taught him how to smile like that,
Yeah.
and he went to the wrong class.
Right. I think him and Newsom both went to what is it? Empathy school.
Empathy school. It's not a joke. Now, Brandon, I mean, even though I don't like the guy, I've been following this story about the whole murder trial thing.
Yeah.
I don't like him at all, Those are some pretty heavy accusations, Brendan.
They are.
They're very, very heavy. And I'm worried about this because if a normal guy or the Herald can source some evidence, is Trump's government trying to play it down?
Well, they didn't cite any evidence. They just came out and said it. So, I guess we gotta be fair and say that there's no evidence to support this aside from the fact that local law enforcement did uncharacteristic things that day.
All right, so that's all we got.
Yeah, that's all we got. So we'll keep you posted with this. I mean, it comes out the same week that Trump announced that they're going to reveal everything about it. They're going to dig into it. So, I mean, I'm excited for that. I'm super curious. We know like less than nothing about it. We have more questions than we had pretty much day one. Like we know the kid, like what his house was pretty much like cleaned completely. That
they
no
cleaned
silverware.
and raided everything. Remember the next day after this happened, they were hosing down the roof where he was at.
Yeah. And they cremated his body
within 48 hours. Very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
And when they saw his parents at the store, he was with some guy who had a mask on, like a COVID mask on, and a hood on, and also was wearing gloves. You remember that?
Yeah, but
so that's weird.
Because nothing's been said since Trump took office. I mean, it's been what, 20 days?
Yeah,
20 days. Nothing's been said. Do you think this is gonna be something that they're gonna talk about?
Yeah, definitely.
When
Trump
first year, second year?
Oh, I think within another week or two, we're gonna make some progress on knowing what happened. Because they have, I mean, I think maybe like right after Kash Patel gets in office, because I think that's maybe the thing holding it up.
If he gets in office.
Yeah. Well, that kind of leads to our next story. If you enjoyed the short clip, click right here to watch the full episode. And remember to subscribe to the channel. God bless.